chapter 2 and verse 12, it says that if we endure, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he also will deny us. You know, in my work as a Christian pastor, I come across a lot of people who may be going through some difficulties by varying degrees in their lives, some very severe, some not so severe. And sometimes I hear people say, where is God in all this? And sometimes I see people lose their faith and stop following Jesus because they can't understand why they're going through such difficult times. Also, sometimes I see folks who give way to temptation. They once walked with the Lord, but some distraction comes along and they turn aside for that distraction. You know, few churches these days preach about endurance in the Christian pathway. They preach about prosperity, blessings and victory. But the Bible says that first must come the endurance, then comes the victory or the reigning, as it says in Timothy. Some people want the reigning without the endurance. If we want to understand the Christian life, then we have to look at the cross and what Jesus endured for our benefit. Because the Bible says that we must all carry our own cross. Jesus suffered for the joy that would follow that suffering. And we must also endure our Christian pathway and the difficulties we encounter, also for the joy that will follow for us too. Those who want to reign later must learn to endure now. Those who will deny him now will later be denied by him. Can we imagine for one moment what it's like to be crucified? The agony, the excruciating pain, the insults of men, the humiliation of being spat at, having nails driven through our hands or feet. You know, most of us hate going to the dentist and having that little needle stuck in our gums, don't we? A lot of people dread that experience. Imagine for one moment having nails driven into your hands and feet. And that's what Jesus endured for us. Can we not endure less for him? You know, our trials are minuscule in comparison to what Jesus went through. The last few years, the Lord has been speaking to me a lot about pressing through the difficulties of life. When I worked in the prison service, I was very mindful of the needs of the men that I worked with. You know, when you see the misery of others, you tend to forget your own problems. But since being away from all that, since retiring from the prison service, I've become much more aware of my own experience and my own needs and my own difficulties, and the need to endure the hardships of this life for the joy that is coming. You know, for me, what I've been experiencing the last few years is that lots of little things keep going wrong for me in my work. And I have to keep starting all over again. I've made a mistake and I have to start all over again. And then this constantly keeps happening to me. I'm sure that it's God trying to show me something. Also, I've had several health issues which I've never had to face before in my life. And all these things can be distressing to any one of us. But I keep my focus on the Lord and not on these annoyances. Let me encourage you that no matter what we may be going through right now, remember, keep your focus on the Lord. And this will help you to endure to the end and allow Christ to finish the work that he started inside of all of us. I once heard this little pearl of wisdom. I'll pass it on to you now. It says this: some greyhounds run because they see the hare, and some greyhounds run because they see the other greyhounds run. Now let's translate that into Christian terms. Some Christians run because their focus is on the Lord. And some Christians run because they see other Christians running. Which one of those are we? If our focus is on the Lord, then we will endure so that we might reign with him later. If our focus is on ourselves or on other Christians, then we will easily be distracted by other things. Or we will easily give up when difficulties come along. Think about these things, folks. Have a great week. God bless you all. Look round the site, see if there's anything to encourage you in your walk with Jesus. I hope there is. That's what the aim of the site is about. God bless you. Bye for now. Bye.